Hi, thank you for joining me. I'm Monty McKinnon. Today on this particular video, what we're going to be doing is using the thickness sander here to take down the thickness of the back of our guitar just so that we can start adding some shell. Now I have some shell here which is in a little container. I don't have a lot of it, but I have more on the way, and I just got notification today with the tracking that it should be here today or tomorrow. So this is our back, and while we've glued this together, I'm not thrilled with what I've got in the middle. It's out slightly in the middle, and it looks overall pretty good. So I'm not sure which side I'm going to use, whether it's going to be this side or whether it will be this side with some writing on it. So what we have to do, and I'm not going to take this all the way down to the actual thickness that I want because I want it thick so that I can just take off a little bit of this to smooth it out so that once I know what side I'm going to use, I can then get ready to use the router and run the trough down the middle in order to put the shell in there. Now, if this fails and it doesn't work, the world doesn't come to an end. What you will do at that point, if this happens, I will take this, I'll put this on the table saw, and I'll saw it in half again. I will then plane the edges again like you saw me do before. I will use the jig we used in the last video, and I will make this all over again if we need to, but I don't think we're going to. So let's give it a go. It's going to get a bit noisy. What I'll do is I'll cut off some of the noise in the video, but you'll get to see this firsthand. Let's do it. All right? So the vacuum is on. The sander is working. We're speeding this up. Let's give it a shot. Remember, when you're in the shop, it's always safety first. So I have the calipers here, and I can take this and I can just stick this on the edge just to get a feel for what the thickness is at this point. Oh yeah, it's 1350. So it can easily come down another 350 in here in thickness. Now 1350 in thickness, let me just check the middle because that's where we're going to end up cutting this thing. The middle is 1285, so call it 1300. So I wanted 1300 and I want it at 60 thou of an inch, call it 600. So it's half. So I've got lots of room in here, yet I can probably even afford to take this and run it through one more time and just take a little more off this. So I think I'll do that, and then we'll take this to the bench and then we'll set it up, and you'll get to see the easiest jig ever used once again on this. Oh, life is so good when you're building guitars. All right. What do you say we get at it? All right, don't go away. So what I've done, I've taken this and I've set this up on the center line here and the center line back here. So I've taken these two centers and I line that up on my yellow line. And I know that I've got this position where I want it. Now, would I like it back here a little bit? Well, it could come back to there, or it could go up to there. It can move around. Now, there is an area on this particular back where this pattern is coming together. And I don't know if we want, it comes together, then it's kind of coming in like this down at the bottom. Should that be at the top, or should this be around this way so that it's coming towards the top and this is at the bottom? I tend to think that should be more in the top because it'll stand out more when we do the finish and we put the finish on it. So let's get this lined up again. I line up the center here with the yellow mark in here because it's going right through, right? Now you'll see why I'm going to do this in just a minute. All right, now we've got our yellow pencil. I am now going to scribe inside here so I know where the edge of the guitar is going to rest. There is our guitar back, all running around here. And the reason I want this is because when I cut this, I'm going to cut out here about 1/2 inch, and I'm cutting out here. I'm not even going to cut that off just yet. I'll bring this down in here like that, and I'll bring that out there because I want to make sure. Remember, this is the that frame is the inside of the guitar. This is going down on top of it. I want to make sure I don't cut this too short. So there is our guitar pattern as it's going to be, and I can cut that off. So I'm very happy with that. I like the positioning of this. That's going to look great. All right, so now what I can do here is I can start to set up to put the shell down here in the back, and I'll run the shell to here, because when I cut that off, we're not going to need that overextended. So I'll run the shell to about that point and to about that point. So there you have it right there. So you can see that's a mark there and a mark there. So we're going to do that, and then we'll embed the shell. So what I need to do now is I need to get here the easiest jig you will ever find anywhere. Now, we've already used this successfully, all right? And now what I am going to do is turn it over, and I know I have a straight edge here, and I have a straight edge here. So I'm going to take this straight edge, and I got to set it up here with the clamps in order to guide the router when I run it down the back. So that's what I have to do next. So what do you say we get at that? Here are the pieces of purfling I've got to decide whether or not I'm going to put these along the side of the shell or just leave the shell in the back as it is now. This is just obviously sample to give you an idea what it's going to look like. I'm not sure which way to go. I can make it a little wider and then put both of these in there. That's what I normally do. And these are going to be running around the outside of the guitar. So maybe I should be putting them down to the back. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Well, listen, that's it for me. You've seen this, and do subscribe and hit the like button. I'll see you in another video. I'm going up for a cup of tea. I need it. Bye for now.